Our story begins with a man named Wang Sheng, a soldier deployed on a high-risk mission. As he parachutes into the eye of a violent storm, something extraordinary appears before him. A radiant spirit in the form of a phoenix, locking eyes with him mid-air. Then, without warning, he finds himself in a strange encounter with a mysterious woman. Confused, Wang Sheng listens as she calmly asks him to end her life. As he cautiously steps forward, she suddenly vanishes into thin air. Snapping back to the real world, Wang Sheng realizes something is terribly wrong. He never deployed his parachute. With no way to reach his squad and time running out, he begins to plummet toward the unknown. Meanwhile, in another part of this world, a young woman named Song Yan is confronted by soldiers from the Dai Huan faction. They warn her not to interfere as they attempt to seize a forbidden treasure. Song Yan is also being forced into an arranged marriage, an agreement set by her family's elders. But unwilling to marry the man they've chosen, she fabricates a story, claiming she already has a fiancé. Dai Huan laughs at her defiance. With a mocking grin, he challenges her supposed fiancé to show himself and try to rescue her, if such a man even exists. Just then the sky trembles. A figure falls from above, plunging into a pool of water surrounded by a glowing circle. It's Wang Sheng. Disoriented, he finds himself underwater, surrounded by tiny fish that begin devouring one another in a frenzy. One of the small fish slips into his body, and moments later, the remaining fish merge into a massive, monstrous creature. The energy from the fusion sends Wang Sheng hurtling backward, helpless against the overwhelming force. Still dazed, Wang Sheng looks around, confused by the ancient-style clothing worn by everyone. For a moment, he believes he's accidentally stumbled onto a movie set. Song Yan quickly steps in, declaring that Wang Sheng is the fiancé she had spoken of earlier. Meanwhile, the enormous fish from before has transformed into a powerful creature known as a Yuan spirit. Sensing an opportunity, the soldiers of Dai Huan move swiftly, sealing the spirit before it can escape. Turning his attention back to Wang Sheng, Dai Huan sneers at his unfamiliar appearance, mocking him for wearing what looks like the clothes of a barbarian, someone from the wilds with no place in their world. With a smirk, Dai Huan unleashes his own terrifying spirit beast, a display of power meant to instill fear in all who watch. But as he strikes, Wang Sheng reacts with precision. One clean shot, perfectly aimed. In an instant, the threat is gone. Dai Huan is defeated. Seizing the moment, Song Yan's loyal guards launch a counterattack against Dai Huan's soldiers. The clash erupts into a fierce battle. There's no turning back now. Once the dust settles, Wang Sheng, still unfamiliar with the world around him, tries to make sense of everything that just happened. He's soon informed that the man he killed was no ordinary opponent. He was a young master from the powerful and feared Dai clan. Realizing the danger he now faces, Song Yan urges him to retreat to the mountains for safety. Though Wang Sheng agrees, he can't hide his frustration. Being called a barbarian had struck a nerve. Later, as he washes his face in a nearby stream, he pauses, staring at his reflection. To his shock, he looks decades younger. The truth hits him. Back in his own world, he had already grown old.
我寻思着你家也就几十口人那种，谁想到还是个超级大家族？莫非就是你们宋家？
没错。
野蛮人没见过世面，你都担待。
哼。
Back at the Song family estate, word spreads quickly. The townspeople are abuzz with gossip. How could the honored daughter of the prestigious Song family be engaged to a man they call a barbarian? Despite the whispers, Song Yan insists that Wang Sheng enter the estate with her, but not everyone welcomes him. One of the household servants is clearly displeased by his presence. In response, Wang Sheng calmly offers the servant a sword, an exquisite weapon taken from the earlier battle, its craftsmanship unmistakably valuable. Only then does the servant's demeanor change, treating him with respect. Still, not everyone is pleased. Someone watches from the shadows, clearly irritated by Wang Sheng's arrival. Elsewhere, within the estate of a respected elder, Song Yan's older brother, they're surprised upon hearing that his sister has already brought her so-called fiancé home. That night, alone in his quarters, Wang Sheng records a private message. Speaking into the device, he hopes the recording will one day be found should he die in this unfamiliar world. He sets his mission clearly. First, to pretend to be Song Yan's fiancé. Second, to find the Phoenix Spirit, the mysterious girl whose appearance brought him here. The next morning, Song Yan finds Wang Sheng training. Watching silently, a thought passes through her mind. He really is quite handsome. Later, Wang Sheng is given the chance to learn more about this strange new world. He asks about the Yuan spirits and soon learns a crucial truth. The larger and more powerful the Yuan spirit within someone, the greater their potential and strength. The revelation piques Wang Sheng's interest. He wants to know more. Meanwhile, a new figure enters the story, Song Tian, a member of the Song family. Though polite on the surface, something about him feels off. Song Yan clearly holds resentment toward him, and with good reason. Before long, Song Tian begins mocking Wang Sheng, assuming he's uncultured, someone who eats raw meat and has never tasted fine food. Wang Sheng doesn't stay silent. With sharp wit and a calm demeanor, he gets his revenge, teaching Song Tian a lesson in his own way. Song Tian walks away, clearly irritated, his jealousy evident. It turns out he, too, harbors feelings for Song Yan. Meanwhile, Wang Sheng asks Song Yan if there's a way to determine the level of his Yuan spirit. She agrees, and together they head to an academy, where young disciples are actively training. Observing their speed and strength, Wang Sheng begins to imagine what it would be like to face them all at once. Even with just military tactics, he thinks, I could still take them down. But his prolonged gaze doesn't go unnoticed. The students, sensing no chi or spiritual presence from him, begin to question his worth. Some even mock the idea of him joining their ranks. Eventually, they reach the beginner's hall, the place where one's Yuan spirit can be revealed. Wang Sheng steps forward, eager to see the spirit within him. The result leaves everyone stunned. A crippled goldfish appears, his Yuan spirit. Song Yan refuses to believe it. She accuses the mirror of being broken and tries it herself, only to find it functioning perfectly. The instructors explain that the goldfish is one of the lowest-ranking spirits, incapable of advancement. Laughter erupts from the younger students, who mock Wang Sheng for having a weaker spirit than even theirs. Unable to bear the humiliation, Song Yan grabs Wang Sheng's hand and pulls him away, fleeing into the forest. There, she tells him it's best to leave the city before things get worse. But Wang Sheng remains calm. Looking toward the sky, he speaks with quiet resolve. Even a goldfish one day might become a dragon. He won't give up. Not now. Not ever.
永远也不可能进入一重境。
为龙，为理豁然。废物，只有这里废了，再找，谁说鲤鱼就没有变化？
As Wang Sheng wandered through the city alone, the stairs followed him. The rumors about his Yuan spirit, a lowly goldfish, had already spread like wildfire. Though irritated, he kept his composure, choosing patience over pride. While exploring, he encounters a strange street beggar named Ling Shu, a mysterious figure with little interest in small talk or flattery. Instead, Ling Shu is obsessed with one thing: food. Desperately hungry, he begs Wang Sheng for something to eat. Wang Sheng offers him a snack from his own world, a processed treat foreign to this land. One bite and Ling Shu is hooked. The taste overwhelms him. Seeing that Wang Sheng still had more, Ling Shu snatches the remaining food and bolts. But just before disappearing into the crowd, he tosses Wang Sheng a strange ornate ring, its purpose unknown. Later that day, Wang Sheng returns to the estate, only to find Song Yan waiting for him. With a heavy heart, she again pleads with him to leave the city, handing him a pouch of money and spirit pills. She can no longer bear to see him humiliated. Song Yan admits she regrets bringing him to the academy in the first place. But Wang Sheng, resolute and calm, assures her he has no intention of backing down. He vows to protect her, and to train hard enough to prove everyone wrong. But just as he sets out to begin his training, a new threat emerges. A group of hostile figures steps out from the shadows. Their intent is clear. They've come to kill him.